What's up, Union Arena players? This is Kyle D, better known as Universities, and today we have another market watch for you guys to enjoy. A lot of sets I've missed a few dozen sets, but you know what? Time to bring it back. I think this will be a regular Friday thing again, but I know people were asking, bring back the market watch. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring back the market watch. So without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. So guys, if you want to help support the channel with no extra cost, please use the affiliate link down below. It costs you nothing to support the channel, and it's just a great way of doing it while you're checking out cards that you are always ready going to be paying for. So without further ado, let's get into it. So Kurama here. So red, what I'm hearing is it's between going to be two decks that are going to be majorly important in the UU set, and Kurama is one of them. Actually, if I remember correctly, there was at least one JP top when UU came out and red took it, but I think the brothers deck will do better in our meta than the Kurama deck. But Kurama is a option. Just being able, this card is treated as Kurama. Raid Kurama, switch to active. You may move to the front line. This character gains all ability listed below if it has the required amount of DP. 5,000 DP, impact. 8,000 DP, snipe. So this character gains 3,000 DP until the end of turn. So right off the bat, it gets a decent sized boost. So it is close to actually taking on Saitama head on. So the fact that it has snipe and impact might mean we have some way of reaching these thresholds very comfortably. It becomes a 7,000 DP, but yeah, that's something to think about here. And then if on the front line, place one card in your hand, this character gains 1,000 DP until the end of turn. So it'll always either gain impact or snipe just by discard trade-off. So, and red decks are always aggressive. Now taking a look here, we do have Hiei. So Hiei is basically another impactor. This one, if you have used an event card this turn, this character gains impact. So this one's going to be similar to like the Sisters deck and stuff like that, or the Noel deck. They're all focusing on these effects of options that you want to be accumulating or using. So when played, if it is your turn, use up to one Dragon of Darkness Flame card from your sideline to ignore its required energy and paying its AP cost. Place any card used with this ability into your removal area instead of your sideline. So just something to think about. And again, we are an Elder Toguro. So Elder Toguro deck, the Toguro brothers. This one's sitting at $6 right now. I do expect a lot of these to come down. If I forgot to mention these are sitting at a little pricier price point. I do expect these to come down. You use very fan favorite for an older anime, but do I expect these to hold these high prices? Probably not. Even though it's like a $6 card, on release, these supers should be under, 10, under 5s. They should be close to 3s or 2s, just because people have written off UU already, just because we have Kenshin. Kenshin is a hard deck to actually go like, where are my standings gonna be? But the elder brother and younger brother deck is actually pretty strong, just because it is a tribal based deck focusing on the two. But younger brother is the main hitter, right? So taking a look, younger brother, sorry, no image. I don't understand why they skipped this for no image, but it's got impact, deal 3 damage. So again, if this comes out, early enough, but it requires 8 energy, so it takes a little bit to get there, right? So when play, all characters on your front line loses 1,000 DP. All your opponent's character loses 1,000 DP until the end of turn, and choose up to one character with 4,000 DP on your opponent's front line, sideline it. So not terrible. You have to perform raid with him. You can't just physically play him. So it does put some sort of restricted on this thing. It is a 5,000 DP beat stick with triple damage and impact 1. Now, if we take a look, we have Yosuke. Yosuke is drawing 2 cards, then placing 1 card from your hand into the sideline. Not bad, but we have like, you know, a $6 card here as well. Do I expect this to come down a lot more? Definitely. Do I expect you guys to be picking them up right away? Probably not. I would just wait it out. I don't know if green will actually be something worth talking about. You know, Konoma, God, I don't remember his name enough. So, but again, another option. I don't think it's $10 worth. It's definitely going to come down. Taking a look, Chew, most likely going to be under $1. Now again, we have another Yusuke. Just taking a look here, just getting snipe and stuff, and then impact. But it is just a very decent playing card. At $10, I expect it to come down more. I think the big decks you're going to be looking for are the Brothers and Kurama. I think those will be the decks you should focus on. Genkai, just another decent raid. I don't expect it to be more than like $3. Now we do have Kurama 07. This is a super rare. This one probably will hold like a $5 range, but it's up to you where you think these things are going to land. Jin is sitting at 5s. Now we do have Yukana. I think it's Yukana. So reduce the AP cost of the next event card you would use from your hand, side, or sideline this turn, and you can only activate this ability if you use an event this turn. Look at the top card of your deck, place that at the top or bottom of the deck. Not bad. Just be able to use the color trigger to kind of filter what you need. Maybe see it like a $3 card, but outside of that, probably not. Kazuma, taking a look, it's got Nullify Impact as its top effect, and then rating your opponent must block this character's attack if able until the end of turn. If Yukana is on your field, return up to 1 base card of this rated card to your hand. So, yeah, I think the sidelining effect, just getting that base card back, is not bad. Taking a look though, $10. I expect this to come down a little bit more. Kenshin finally cooling off from that $30 range. We're down to 20s. Move them now if you can. If people are buying them, let them buy them. At the end of the day, there are plenty of 1 to 4s in the higher range, but we'll have to see long-term wise. People are now going to be nervous about restriction lists. Karu, Kiyama, just the 2 cost here. Looking at it now, about $10 going down. Now, Roy Mustang, we're sitting at $12.70. People are a little bit more skeptical on this. They're probably going to start offloading the Roys because they're expecting Roy to get hit. But as you could see, like a lot of the, like Roy was oppressive, but now the meta kind of shifted and Roy's no longer just doing things as heavily. But that's just because Red Kenshin exists. Riza definitely going down as well. You know, this card was sitting at 12s for a bit. Then you have Asuna. Definitely saw it down at peak 11s, but now we got a couple copies at 12s, but it's still sitting at like a $15 card. Taking a look here. Hajime Saito is at $5 going down. This is the card, if you're expecting Red Kenshin to get hit, I would pick up Purple Kenshin. The deck is actually pretty solid enough into the meta. Good Confident Pilot could definitely tear it up, but just expect if Red Kenshin gets hit, they'll either go with Sanosuke in their lists, adding that as an option, and then I think Purple Saito is going to be important after that. Now taking a look, Lancelot Air Cavalry still going up, guys. But we got at least a decent underage of $12 copies. So either people are moving off Lancelot because, again, Red Kenshin is just so fast, and once Lancelot Air Cavalry hits the board, you know, they can screw up your energy line so bad, and that's what the green Lancelot doesn't like. Now taking a look, Hajime Saito for the 4 cost is $3. This is another one I would just pick up the pieces now, just in case that red Kenshin gets hit hard enough that you guys are just upset. Gawain is going down to 10s, but again, if they hit both blue and the other deck, Kenshin, red Kenshin, if they hit words, apparently I cannot speak today. If they hit the Roy Mustang deck and the red Kenshin deck, Gawain just comes back into the fray. I think Gawain is only held back because a lot of players are just tired of it. But yeah, that's just something to think about. Asuna red bumping up, guys. This thing was at 7s. We're now back up to 10s. Asuna red is pretty decent with the new support. Suzaku's are at 8s going down. Taking a look, Edward Elrics are $3.70. Remember this thing being like a $10 card? I do. It's kind of sad that this thing has dropped so much. But again, the Brothers deck just isn't highly competitive. But again, it has potential, right? It's just that you have Roy Mustang, you have, you know, Lancelot, you have all these very powerful decks that the Brothers is a combo-y deck that can deal with a lot. But the fact that Roy exists, red Kenshin exists, it just hurts. Now we do have Miso. Miso is under $1 too. Taking a look here, Levi. Remember this thing being like 20 bucks a piece pop? Now we're down to $3.70. Yeah, perfect time to pick up the blue Levi deck before Attack on Titan Volume 2 comes out. Seta is $1.50. Taking a look here, Shion is at $5, or Shinon, $5. I would pick these up before Volume 2 comes out, to be straight honest with you. Yuji Itadori's are at $6.13. Irwin, about $5 as well. Not terrible, expected to come down, and just pick those up now. I think this deck is slept on. I think if red Kenshin gets knocked out, this deck actually becomes more viable and can be played heavily. I think people are sleeping on it, but that's up to you. It's $1.33, but hey, deck can be really stupidly strong because of 10 Swords affiliates. Noel's sitting at $6.98. Now we have Tanjiro. Because Volume 2 is coming out and the anime hype happened from the movie, I'm not surprised. The Yellow Demon Slayer deck gets a decent amount of boost, and it probably will handle the meta pretty decently strong, but we'll have to see where that lands. I'm taking a look. Reno is at about 13 bucks going down. Okay, we can definitely see it. Shinon, about $4.50. Not terrible, definitely expect that to come down. A Gon is on yellow Gon from the Razor deck is $1.55. Kirito, $3.95, $4. Toto's, geez, $3.50. It has tanked a bit, because I remember this thing being stupid. Okay. Definitely seeing it come down. I know it was like touching 7s for a bit, but yeah, dropped down heavily. Annie, female Titan, $2.50. This thing was reaching 5s, but again, the meta is just now so fast that they can't keep up. Mina is at $10.75. Yellow Kaiju number 8, I expect to be quite expensive a little bit. Mina about $12.50. Why do we have Mina twice? Kaiju number 8 at $12.56. I expect this to dip down. I think green will be less likely for players. Kikoro is $13.34. Now taking a look. Shoshuri is looking at $12. I expect this to dip. And then the other, did I just do the same? Jeez. The Shoshuri, the color trigger is at $11. Kaiju number 8 himself, $14.14. And then taking a look, Kefka is looking at $12.10. Do I expect all these cards to kind of come down? More than likely. I just cannot see them long-term holding value. Just because unless Kenshin gets hit hard, and I mean Kenshin and a lot of other decks, Kaiju is projected to be one of the stronger decks of the format, but that's the yellow base, right? So I think it's very interesting enough. We lost Orlando, so we don't have any way of giving us any meta relevance anymore until Nats in February. So with that information now, we don't have any big events, right? So locals is all you're going to get for data. And that's always a coin flip because players play what they like, not always the highest competitive deck. There are always sweaty Nancys, but outside of that, I don't expect any craziness from there. But all in all, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.